Hey there, y'all, and welcome to the next Willa Meal, the Melting Pot Cookery. Where did we roll? How about Jamaica? Check out this Jamaican oxtail and lima bean stew, darling, with some yummy Jamaican cocoa bread. Keep on watching. Tell me what you think. Yum! Hey there, everybody. Whoops, like to fail. Sorry, Chef Dee here. Are you guys ready for the next Willa Meal? Let's get started. And no, I ain't been drinking this early in the morning. Or at all. What we cooking? I'm hungry. Dinner. No, that's the melting pot. Yes. Where's it taking us? Let's go to Jamaica. Protein. Come on, y'all. Chef's choice. Okay. Sides or add-ins. Veggies. Okie dokie. Now, the dish I decided to try was two of my mama's favorites. She loved lima beans. I didn't. And she loved oxtails. I do now. So how about some oxtail and lima bean stew? Grab 6 ounces of your lima beans. Now I want you to take them, put them in water. We want to rehydrate them like you do your black-eyed peas overnight, about 6 ounces. Grab 3 pounds of this beautiful oxtails. Now add in a 1/4 cup of your light brown of your brown sugar. Tablespoon of kosher salt. Teaspoon garlic powder. Teaspoon onion powder. Teaspoon of ground allspice. Teaspoon dried thyme. And by the way, y'all, we cooking this in the Instapot. Yep. Teaspoon paprika. Teaspoon of your curry powder, but you don't have to. Now I want you to rub every nook and cranny of that oxtails with this mix like you rubbing up your granny's elbows. Put that Instapot on saute high. Throw in 2 tablespoons of butter and a 1/4 cup of your vegetable oil. Saute each side for about 45 seconds until it's nice and brown. While that's browning, go grab your lima beans. Time to cook them. Now, unless you're using canned lima beans, my mother would be ashamed of me. Rinse off that cold water from overnight. Put your beans in a pan. I want you to cover them with some water. Bring them to a boil and then down to a simmer. Let's head back over to them oxtails. Once they're nice and brown, take them out, set them aside. We're getting ready to deglaze this pan. Deglaze by adding in a tablespoon of your Worcestershire sauce. Once you scrape that all up, add in 2 tablespoons of your butter. Dice in 1 large onion. Then throw in 1 bunch of cut onion. Grab 2 medium carrots, cut them into a 1/4-inch disc. I had baby ones, that's what I'm using. And then take 1 Scotch bonnet pepper, devein, de-seed, cut it up in dices, and add it in. Now, in my family, folks can't take the heat, so they have to get out of the kitchen. So I'm cooking for the masses, so I use the habanero, or y'all can take it out altogether. Either way, it's still going to be delicious. Give it a stir and saute this for 2 minutes. Hey, darlings, if you find yourself at this video, there is a part 1. Go scoop it up. 2 minutes later, add in 1 tablespoon of your low-sodium soy sauce. We're going to saute that for 3 minutes. Add in a tablespoon of your minced garlic. Saute for 1 more minute. Y'all, this smells beast mode. Grab 1 cup of your Nor's beef broth. Add it in. A 1/4 cup of ketchup. Add those oxtails back in there. That looks amazing. Now I want you to put the lid on, pressure high for 45 minutes. Make sure you close the valve. Like I said, unless you're using beans in the can, go check on those limas. And once they're tender to your liking, and once they're done, I want you to pour off that water, set them aside. I bet you babies think I'm done. Grab a baking sheet and some parchment paper. Set it aside because we're about to make some Jamaican cocoa bread. Gotta have something to eat with that stew. Grab 3½ cups of your all-purpose flour. Hashtag pantry chic. Warm 1 cup of your coconut milk to about 108 degrees. Pour a 1/4 of it in a bowl. Grab 1 packet of your active yeast. Pour it in the bowl. Add in a teaspoon of sugar. Let it sit for 5 minutes. In the meantime, grab your flour, a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of sugar, minus 1 teaspoon. Whisk it all together. The rest of that warm milk, add 3 tablespoons of that butter. Y'all, I just grabbed a bigger bowl. Now I want you to take that milk, pour it in there to your yeast mixture after the 5 minutes. Add in that flour. We're going to knead this into a ball for about 10 minutes. Set your timer. Don't overknead it. Beautiful job. 10 minutes later, take a bowl, grease it with some butter, grab your ball, put it in there, and I want you to stir it around to make sure all that butter gets on that ball. Cover with saran wrap because we're about to proof it for about 60 minutes, somewhere warm, at least until it doubles in size. While that's proofing, let's head over to our oxtails. Darling, I want you to let it release on its own for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, and then I want y'all to vent. Release the pressure. Take off the lid. Good Lord in the morning, darlings. Now I want you to take out those oxtails, put them aside. Now, if you find that it has a lot of grease in there, that's just the nature of the beast. Take a paper towel, set it on the top, and it'll soak it right up. Look at that. We're about to thicken it up a little bit. Take 2 tablespoons of your cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of your cold water. Put it back on saute high. Once it starts to bubble, we're going to add in our cornstarch. Give it a stir. After 30 seconds, turn it off. Stir in 2 tablespoons of your mater paste, a teaspoon of this browning sauce. Give it all a stir, y'all, yes. Add in these beautiful lima beans. Mama Maggie, you are so welcome. Add in your tail so everything can marry together and taste like it's supposed to taste. Now let's go grab that bread. And we're going to let it rest for 3 to 5 minutes. If you find yourself in this video, there is a part 1 and a part 2, so grab your flour. I want you to go ahead and flour your workstation lightly. Remember, we're making Jamaican cocoa bread. Now here's my dough ball. It has doubled, and I want you to punch it down. Get the air out. Put it on your workstation, and I want you to cut out 10 pieces. Roll them each into a ball. After you put them in a ball, take your rolling pin and roll each ball out to 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch thickness and at least 6 inches in diameter. Grab some melted butter, and you want you to paint it all over the little round circle. Then flip it in half. Yep. Then brush that with more butter. Add it to your cookie sheet. Finish off the rest of them. Beautiful. Let them sit for 30 minutes here, and then go preheat your oven to 350 for about 20 minutes or until they're nice golden brown. This was a long one, y'all, but darlings, it'll be well worth it because y'all know exactly what time it is. Well, good Lord, in the morning, darlings, look at this beautifully plated Jamaican oxtail and lima bean stew Chef has for you, darlings. Babies, look how succulent, juicy, savory, and how about that cocoa bread? Yes! Darlings, this is truly Southern Jamaican on a plate. You're welcome, Mama Maggie. I love you and miss you. Now in our mouths. Come on. And yeah, darlings, I snuck some yellow rice in there on y'all. Sure did. You can do it too. Let's eat. Jamaica, darling, I hope I did y'all justice. P.S. Yes, and blessed. Bon appetit. So tender you can pull it apart with a fork. Woo! What the heck did Chef just cook for y'all? Yes, she did. Oh! Baby! Auntie did it again, darlings. Thank you for watching. And I'll see y'all at the next Willow Mill. This bite's for y'all. Bye. Thanks for watching. Woo, yes. The question remains, what do y'all think? Darlings, I had a ball making this, and you can always start with your bread first. But look, I did this at the spur of a moment. I said, what can we eat with this stew? How about some Jamaican cocoa bread? And that's what you have here. Thanks for watching, darlings. See you at the next Willow Mill. Bye.